Hello folks, this is Sula speaking. You're watching the preview video for Game 7 of Civ4 AI Survivor Season number 7. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the map in this one, as we usually do when we preview these games. So this will be a game with 6 AIs. It'll be our final game with 6 AIs of the opening round. We've got our typical Pangea here. I'll zoom out and give you a view. This one has a couple little arms, tentacles extending down to the bottom of the map. I think one or two people said that they thought it looked a little bit like the aliens from Space Invaders, to use a very old reference. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of the individual leaders. All right. So the pool 1 leader for this game is Pakal. Pakal is going to be one of the leaders who will be favored to take one of the economic conditions, victory conditions on this map. Expansive financial. He did very well last season. He made it all the way to the championship game and had a super dominant playoff game. We've actually, in the alternate histories, I think he won 19 out of 20 times because he had like this ridiculous start in the playoffs. He's noteworthy because he's the rare AI who is really good economically, but also has a low peace weight, which is an unusual combo. Wynakopek is about the only other AI that falls in that bucket. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to pick him. Here's his starting area, just to give people an idea of what he's working with. Now, the other leader I expect a lot of people are going to pick is Catherine. Kathy would be if you are favoring the militaristic path in this game. She is the Pool 2 leader in this game, has great traits for expanding, creative imperialistic. She's had a lot of success in past seasons of AI Survivor. She can be a bit of a hit or miss leader, though, sometimes. She actually has a surprisingly high chance to found a religion, which you wouldn't expect. And there's been a number of games where she's founded a religion and then been diplomatically isolated as a result. This game probably swings on whether she can get out and go a conquering. If she's not able to do that, then Pakal or one of the other economic leaders will probably take it. If she can, then watch out because there's a lot of high peace weight leaders that don't build a lot of units in this field. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of them. First up, we have Elizabeth. Elizabeth also has great economic traits. Financial plus philosophical. They do work against each other to some extent, but they're still very good economic traits. She made it to the championship game in season 1. Now we've changed a number of the things about how we run these games since season 1, but she has had some success, albeit not recently. We also found out relatively recently that she did really well in one of the alternate histories where she was actually eliminated back in season 3, I believe. So she may have been a little bit unlucky in some of her past games. Her goal is just to avoid getting attacked, to sit back, to tech, try to launch the spaceship as soon as possible. I don't know if she's going to be able to get away with that in this game because we have Catherine and Monty in this game. But, you know, if she's left alone, she's always a threat to win either by space or by culture. She actually goes culture a surprising amount of the time as well. All right, now down here in the southwest corner, we have Frederick. Frederick is another peaceful, high peace weight, economic AI leader. The big issue for Frederick is his traits just aren't as good as some of these other leaders. Not as good as Pakal or Elizabeth or like the Mansa Musas of the world. Philosophical, organized, nothing wrong with these traits, but they're not especially good for AI survivor purposes. The AI does not really know how to use philosophical trait because it doesn't target things for light bulbs. And organized is not so good for AI survivor purposes because on deity difficulty where we run these games, they get so many cheats that organized doesn't really help them all that much. So Frederick's a peaceful leader. You know, what you see is what you get with him. He's going to try to sit back, go for space, go for culture, and he's one of those AIs that tends to be kind of inert. He has not been terribly successful in past seasons. All right, economic, peaceful, high peace weight AI leader number 3. We have Hatchi over here. She has the distinction of being the only leader in AI Survivor history to never score any points. She has no top 2 finishes. She has no kills. Now, that's partly just bad luck. I don't think that she's actually a worse leader than some of the other leaders who have scored some points. Some of that is just small sample size bias and whatnot, but it's certainly true that she has not been successful. As I said, no top 2 finishes, no kills. She actually has a pretty nice looking start over here, and it is isolated, so there's the potential for her to do well. I do feel like one of these games she's going to draw a good starting position and break out and have a good game. I don't know if this is the one because Pakal is going to put a ticking timer on this game in the sense that he's going to win if nobody stops him by turn 300. But sooner or later, she should probably be able to have a better setup. You would think that with Egypt having, she has good traits, spiritual and creative are good traits for AI Survivor, and the Word Chariot's a great unit. So you'd think that she would break through in one of these games, but at least so far it has not happened yet. And then last but not least, we have Montezuma for our final leader. I mean, what can you say about Montezuma? The dude is completely insane. He's going to found a religion. He's going to hate anyone who doesn't adopt his religion. He wars at an insane rate. He attacks and attacks some more and then attacks some more after that. He basically does not have an economy. He just builds units and throws them at people. So he's going to ruin someone else's game. Who that is has yet to be seen because there's a couple different directions he could go. But he is the wild card in this match. As I said, he's going to wreck somebody's game. We just don't know who it is thus far. All right, so other scheduling notices. This game is going to take place in 2 weeks, not 1, 2 weeks. That'll be on June 2nd, 2023. June the 2nd, 2023. The reason for that is just want to take a break. We've been running a bunch of AI Survivor games. Let's take a break, catch our breath for a week, and then we'll come back at the start of June with another one of these games. Be live streamed as usual at noon Eastern time on June 2nd. Details for our picking contest are below this video. If you're new to this concept, we do run a picking contest where we try to guess the leader, who's going to be first eliminated, what the victory condition is going to be, all that jazz. And it's a lot of fun. But if you're watching this video, you probably know that already. So hopefully you will be able to catch us in 2 weeks for Civ4 AI Survivor game number 7. Until then, hope you guys are having a great week. Take care. See you guys soon.